Akatsuki Irid is a popular gamer and live streamer. While enjoying a game, an unexpected invite appears on his screen. It's for an exclusive trial of the Ones Within Genome. The invite warns that a car will soon fetch him. He can't hand over his account, refuse to play, or face consequences. Suddenly, Akatsuki finds himself in an unknown world. He meets other gamers, Karen and Kaikoku. A chase ensues as they're pursued by a large panda. Surprisingly, Akatsuki chooses to make friends with the panda, given they both suffer from allergies. A man wearing a unique alpaca mask shows up, praising them for completing the initial game level. They're led to a room where several gamers gather. They share their game specialties. There are 8 of them, all experts in various games. The man in the alpaca mask explains their predicament. They've been abducted into a live-streamed game. The goal? Achieve 100 million views to be freed. Failing that, they'll be trapped forever, slowly losing their sanity. The next challenge awaits as Akatsuki steps forward. It's an Ouija board game. He collaborates with Karen, Sakura, and Anya. They touch the board, connecting with a spirit. The spirit's wishes are simple at first: water and a friend. But its final wish is chilling. It wants Akatsuki's life. Suddenly, an unseen force drags Akatsuki towards a window. He's thrown out but lands safely, thanks to the friendly panda. He rejoins the group inside. Akatsuki notices a sorrowful spirit near Zakiro. It weeps, upset with Akatsuki's perceived dishonesty about being its true companion. The spirit threatens to set the building ablaze. To calm it down, Akatsuki embraces the spirit, promising friendship once he finishes the current game. With that, their group achieves a token-turned chromosome. The next challenge involves caring for a special egg, soon to be named Murasaki. Members for this task include Akatsuki, Himiko, Makino, and Anya. Their first goal? Warm the egg for it to break open. Using heaters, a lit fireplace, and hot water, they hasten its warming. Gathering around, they imagine the person they wish would emerge. While Murasaki envisions an afro-haired girl, Akatsuki dreams of the friendly giant panda. The hatched result? A blend of both, a panda-faced individual with a distinctive afro. Murasaki becomes self-aware of her unique appearance, fearing she won't ever experience love. To help, they introduce her to a girls' school. Disguised as students, Akatsuki and Makino keep tabs on the school's idolized teacher, the key to completing their task. Discovering the teacher's hidden insecurity and egocentric nature, they're disappointed. Murasaki bakes him a heartfelt muffin, but he callously mocks her. Nevertheless, she makes more treats for her team, expressing gratitude for the genuine love they've shown. As she vanishes, they gain another chromosome. Back at the main location, Kaikoku, having explored with Sekiro, shares findings. However, their actions have consequences. The alpaca-masked figure announces a punitive high-difficulty challenge due to Kaikoku and Sakura's unauthorized area entry. The players disperse. Akatsuki pairs with Anya. They encounter Karen, but she morphs into a dangerous mimicry creature. Although Anya supports Akatsuki, he's weakened by the ordeal, and they seek refuge with the others. Downstairs, Yuzu, a girl who noticeably fancies Akatsuki, devises a plan against the mimicry creatures. She instructs Akatsuki to gather the defeated mimicries while she retrieves poison to terminate them. Over the subsequent days, they hunt these adversaries. Late one night, Akatsuki encounters Yuzu in a washroom, hammer in hand. She accuses him of being a fake, citing inconsistencies in his behavior, like using the wrong hand for routine actions. Her keen observations of Akatsuki lead her to conclude he's an imposter mimicry. The group is then guided by the alpaca-faced individual to a masked village. There, they're told that demons have been abducting local girls, and the team's mission is to save them. They're introduced to the village elder for guidance. However, upon their arrival, a young lady threatens them with a knife, but Kaikoku intervenes. Meeting the elder and his granddaughter, Kika, they're briefed. They need an attractive maiden to bait the demons. Akatsuki steps forward to assist. Yuzu suggests that Makino, in disguise, would undoubtedly entice the demons. After dressing up and waiting, a massive creature emerges, bearing a striking resemblance to the village elder. To everyone's shock, the demons they're set to face are none other than the elder and his granddaughter, Kika. In a twist, Kika captures Karen. Makino's usually captivating gaze is of no help as he's asleep. Akatsuki, ever the volunteer, insists on joining the chase to save Karen. Yuzu, having sneakily placed a tracker on Akatsuki, sends Kaikoku and Zakiro to their location. Both Akatsuki and Karen find themselves caged, but Akatsuki spots a weak point in the bars and slips out. Kika, however, seems only interested in Karen, dressing her up and assigning her chores. As Akatsuki dashes about seeking help, Kai and Zakiro hear him. They gather to strategize. Kai instructs Akatsuki to locate the keys for the girl's cell, while Zakiro investigates elsewhere in the demon's dwelling. Akatsuki stumbles upon the girls but is soon confronted by the elder, who injures him. The elder's assault is halted by an intervention from the alpaca figure. With a sense of urgency, they devise an escape plan. Kaikoku advises Akatsuki and Karen to flee, offering to handle Kiko with Zakiro's help. Kika, anticipating her grandfather's aid, is left dismayed when he doesn't appear due to the alpaca's prior warning. When Zakiro inquires about his twin sister, Kika teases him only to admit she doesn't recall any such person. Her taunts continue, even suggesting jealousy on Kei's part as they confront her. In the next challenge, they venture into ancient ruins. Here, a boy and a girl must pair up and share only truths as they delve deeper. Anya and Himiko team up, but despite her effort to chat about his well-being, he fibs. This results in mummy-like creatures confronting them. Fighting them off, they accidentally tumble and find themselves before a peculiar door. Himiko suggests placing his hand inside its unique openings, resembling an alpaca's features. The door guardian poses questions which demand honest answers. If they lie, walls move threateningly close. After answering personal and revealing questions, including Himiko admitting a dark secret about her elder brother, they exit safely. Their next task? A spooky hide-and-seek with a twist. They're introduced to three unusually tall sisters tasked with seeking the players. First capture results in loss of sight, and on a second capture, the threat is even grimmer, losing their eyes entirely. Undaunted, the players position themselves in separate chambers. Awaiting the start of the game during the initial round, half of the team falls under a spell. With Akatsuki and Anya's help, they manage to recover. But in the next round, chaos ensues and the curse affects everyone. Just when things seem bleak, Makino, who's avoided the curse altogether, comes to their rescue. In the final round, they manage to avoid the curse and earn a reward. They take a well-deserved break at the hot springs with a twist of events at night when Keikoku stumbles upon some secretive files revealing alarming news about his granddad. Infuriated, he ventures into a prohibited area, getting himself imprisoned in a punishment room. When the rest learn of Keikoku's predicament, they confront Alpaca. Akatsuki's refusal to continue without their mate causes a stir, making Alpaca uneasy. He offers a potential solution, a tricky puzzle with codes to release Keikoku. But it's no easy task, taking longer than expected. In the midst of it all, Keikoku discovers a hidden passage and meets a familiar face, Zakiro's twin. They bond briefly before Kai decides to rejoin his mates. As the puzzle proves daunting even for their top player, Yuzu, tension rises. She's overwhelmed and seeks solace with just Karen by her side. Working non-stop, Yuzu falls ill. In her absence, Alpaca finishes the task and mentions Yuzu owes him for the favor. With the puzzle solved, the group rushes to find Keikoku, who is still beneath the ground. Before emerging, he promises Zakiro's twin sister not to spill their secret. Once out, he rushes to Yuzu, who's unwell from exhaustion. She admits her role as Alpaca's informant, recording their game activities. Now in the game's ninth stage, Alpaca hesitates to face the group, remembering their recent anger. But Akatsuki assures him they're over it and are eager to proceed. Alpaca then explains the new game, a simulation where some players, including Keikoku, Yuzu, Himiko, and Makino, revert to child versions of themselves. Meanwhile, Akatsuki, Anya, Zakiro, and Karen must take care of and nurture them. The game concludes when the flower buds on the children's heads blossom, a sign of the love and care they've received. The nurturing approach works for baby versions of Himiko, Keikoku, and Yuzu, and their flowers bloom, signaling success. However, Makino's flower remains unbloomed. Akatsuki insists they keep trying to bring joy to Makino. Even as the group tries various methods, Makino stays unchanged. Akatsuki then speaks to Makino's original form, discussing the pain of unreturned love and reminding him he's surrounded by friends. The team then encourages Zakiro to address Makino more personally, by his first name. This action prompts Makino's bud to bloom into a comical afro. After this, Alpaca invites the team for a bonus fun game, handing them coins to kickstart the session. The objective is simple: gamble to gain more tokens to purchase items or lose everything and miss out. Keikoku tries a game involving mysterious pipes and disappears only to return later. Akatsuki also decides to give a dice game a go. In the game, he battles a gooey version of himself but emerges victorious by befriending it. Later, a dark void on the board swallows him, and he experiences brief visions of a lady. Himiko seeks the team's help. Paka informs them that although Akatsuki isn't in danger, he might remain lost unless they act fast. The group realizes they can use tokens to wish him back. While pooling resources, they fall short of the required tokens. Yuzu, not ready to lose Akatsuki, bravely wagers all her tokens to secure a wish. The bet pays off, they win, and they use their prize to wish Akatsuki back. That wraps up this anime review. Hit the thumbs up if you liked it.